I just have one housekeeping announcement.
God, he's good. Look at this.
It pertains to golf. Due to the rain out yesterday, the pro shop is going to be giving rain checks for, I think, 9 holes. Maybe they'll do 18. I'm not sure. But they'll be giving rain checks to anybody that wants to do that. So just go down to the pro shop and check in with them, and they will take care of that. Okay?
Or I can go get them for
Don't have to do it right now.
I'll mail them to you.
You don't have to do it right now. Okay, here is our 8th edition of the dynamic duo, Gary Bowers, Chaz Lavelle. As I always say, one of these guys, thought he's giving me rabbit ears behind my head. One of these guys was involved with a Humana model case, which we all kind of hang our hats on when we're talking with group or single parents with multiple entities. So this is the guy that was involved with that. In my 23 years of experience with captives, these 2 guys are the guys. So we like this to be very interactive. If you've been here before, just be patient, please. I only have 2 legs and 2 mics. So I will get around to everybody as quickly as I can. So I'll hand it over to these gentlemen.
Great. Thanks a lot. I've got to tell you, of all of the introductions I've had in my entire life, that is by far the most recent. If you've been here before, you know that this thing, tax is really boring. But the way to keep it potentially lively is to ask a bunch of questions. So we tend to get questions, and we like questions, and one advantage is you get to see whether or not we can answer these questions on the fly, spontaneous, and all that. So we would like for you to do
First question already.
Is it true that all decisions at the IRS start at the top and work their way down?
I plead the 5th.
Was that a planted question?
Lois learned. It was not planted. But since we're on that topic, here's a statement from the White House when they accepted the resignation of the then acting commissioner.
Who was going to step down in June anyway.
Correct.
Okay.
And one of the things that President Obama said, and which you might find useful at some point, is that, I'm looking for it, yeah. He just talked about in general terms, we can't tolerate bad behavior. And he says by any agency, but especially the IRS, given the power that the IRS has and the reach that it has into all of our lives, and that agencies and government have to be trustworthy, and that's especially true for the IRS. So it's really going to be interesting. I've been on calls with people, and I've had a couple of comments that have been made. I haven't dealt with that many people in the IRS in the last week or so, but it'll be interesting to see whether or not this Paul that is really specifically directed at the tax-exempt group, whether or not that affects the way that people in the IRS who have decision-making responsibility, whether or not that curtails